Hey folks, we got fresh peaches. Let's make some fresh peach cobbler. Don't go nowhere. Hey folks, welcome back to Horsepen Ranch YouTube channel. We have got fresh peaches. They're getting ripe and they're getting ripe quick. So I want to do a quick video of my peach cobbler recipe. So I've already got them mainly done, as you can see right here. These were so ripe that I did not really have to blanch them. So normally you would blanch a peach by putting an X in it, small X in a peach. You're going to put it in boiling or hot water for about 20 seconds, take it out, put it in some ice bath, and that just comes right off, that skin does. But these were so ripe, I didn't have to do that. So I am going to show you what I did. I just kind of cut them up like this. Got the big seed in the middle. And so that's how you get your peach meat. And it's awesome. We wanted to do some outdoor video today, but it started raining on us and our peaches were getting ripe. So that's it. Big chunks of peaches for your cobbler. I've got about, I'm going to guesstimate about 5 cups of peaches in here. Now you can do, I don't get too crazy on exact on peaches, but 5 to 6 cups of peaches. We're going to use a 12-inch cast iron skillet. So we're going to dress up these peaches with a little bit of sugar. About, I don't know, don't need a lot. Let's do half a cup of sugar. Okay, you can do a cup if you'd like. And we're going to put some, of course, some cinnamon in it. We got to have cinnamon. I'm not a big fan of measuring my cinnamon, so probably let's do a couple tablespoons of cinnamon. And we're going to put some cornstarch because we got a lot of juices flowing in here. And before I do that, I want to mix this up. A lot of juices are flowing. And that sugar is going to make more juices flow. So we got a lot of things happening here. So we don't want our cobbler to be too runny. So let's do a couple of tablespoons of cornstarch. That we're just sticking it up. Turn it real good in there. Stir it in really good. I don't cook my peaches. You've seen my peach cobbler recipe before. So you know I don't cook my peaches down. We normally use canned. But it's hard to beat fresh peaches, folks. You guys know I love Pam. She's with me on my wagon all the time. She keeps stuff from not sticking. So we're going to use her there. And we're going to put this directly in the skillet. Normally I would use a 12-inch Dutch oven. You can also use a 13x9 casserole dish with this recipe. But it's hard to not use a cast iron skillet, right? So here we go. That's it. Now we're going to make our topping. And guys, this is a simple but delicious recipe. Okay, here we go. For the topping, 1 cup of sugar. 1 cup. Okay. 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Right there. These copper tins were my grandma's. They're old. We love them. Okay, we're going to mix that together real good. Put 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Okay, 2 tablespoons of baking powder. There's about 1 and there's about 2. We're going to put about a teaspoon of salt in here. Okay. There's about that. We're going to mix our dry ingredients up really good. I forgot a step. We're putting vanilla in here. You don't have to do this, but I like to do this. This vanilla we got on a recent vacation from the Dominican Republic. And it's really good. Okay, here we go. Just going to put a little bit in there. It goes in there like so. There, probably about I don't know, teaspoon or so. Mix that in there because it ain't so concentrated in one area. There we go. Perfect. So we got our dry ingredients. We're going to put our wet ingredients in. We have 1 egg going in. 1 egg. We're going to mix that egg up real good. And we're going to just drizzle it on our dry ingredients, folks. Now, we're going to put 1 stick of cold butter. It's got to be cold. It's got to be cold. Okay, we're going to do this to it in little cubes. Like so. And I'm using unsalted butter. I don't think it matters which one you use on this particular recipe, but actually I'm just lied to you. I'm using salted butter. So there you go. All right. Now we're going to get our pastry cutter. You can use a fork if you have to. And we're just going to blend this together really good. And keep pushing it and keep moving it around. And sometimes you got to get in there, and you cannot do this with softened butter. So if you're on the wagon, you're outside cooking at a camp, make sure it's in that ice chest before, and you take it out at the last minute, because it does not work. It's not cold. So what you're looking for is these little bite-sized pieces of butter. All right, here we go. We're just gonna put this on top, folks. I'll just pour it on there, and then I take my hands and I gently just kind of, you're not mixing it in, you're just kind of spreading over the top, guys. Like so, nice and even on the top. And you can dose a little bit of, my daughter likes to put a little bit of cinnamon on top, just for the little looks, but there you go, look at there. Look at there. Okay, isn't that pretty? It'll be a lot prettier when it's done, I promise you. But there's my cobbler recipe, all right, with fresh peaches. We'll put it in the oven, 350 degrees. Man, I never cook them inside. Let's go for 35 minutes and we'll check it. So quick story while the cobbler is cooking. Our fruit trees, we have 2 plum trees, 2 peaches, and 1 apple left. Planted them a dozen years ago. We've had some good seasons, but the last several seasons we have not had many, or any fruit for that matter. So this last early spring, I pruned them. I pruned them really good. I pruned them way back. They were just going everywhere, every direction, and they were not producing fruit. And you know, that's biblical. Sometimes we go through a season where we have to be pruned. We have to be, we go through trials, we go through tribulation, we go through hard times. And usually that always produces really good fruit when it's all said and done. And this year with my fruit trees, we are overwhelmed with peaches and with plums and even with apples, which of course they're not ready yet. The plums are almost ready. So just keep that in mind. Think about my fruit trees. It's very true. That's why Jesus used that story. Sometimes we need some pruning. We need to get the old branches off, throw them in the fire, because new can grow. Isn't that pretty? About 40 minutes in an oven, 350 degrees. Fresh peach cobbler. It looks amazing, doesn't it? It's crispy. With this recipe, make sure that you're done underneath that first layer of crust, and we are. It's done down below there. Sometimes it'll get a little toasty on top, and then you'll go underneath and it'll be a little doughy. I'm gonna try a little bite. It's probably super hot, so it'll be a small bite. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah. Perfect, not too sweet. You know, you can put a lot of sugar in there in your peaches, but we did not. We put like half a cup. Awesome. So that was good. Try this. Get some fresh peaches. Peaches are coming on right now. You can buy some fresh peaches at maybe some farm stands if you don't have a tree outside like we do. So get you some, blanch them if you need to, peel them, cut them, and make this cobbler. You will not regret it. Guys, thank you so much for watching our YouTube channel. We really appreciate it. Until next time, we'll see you on Horsepen Ranch.